Here's a pretty cool thing that was just delivered today. It is a PVL Ignition. PVL is the brand name, I guess. But what it is, it's a racing CDI ignition for my Honda Elsinore MT250. That's the street legal trail bike version of the Elsinore, Honda Elsinore two-stroke bike. And that bike originally had points and 6-volt lighting output. Now this is a racing ignition, CDI, much more powerful ignition, but it has no electrical output. Oh, you know, no lighting or battery charge output. So it should greatly increase the performance, and it should increase the reliability compared to points also. But it won't run the lights. That's not a big deal though, because what I'm going to do is run a total loss lighting system just with a gel cell battery, 12 volt, 7 amp hour or 10 amp hour gel cell battery that I'll take off the bike and charge separately. And so I'll be able to start out with a fully charged battery instead of relying on the output of the bike to charge it. And with the original lights that wouldn't work because it would run it down too fast. But since I'm going to be running LED headlight and tail light, headlight, tail light, brake light, no other lights, so that should work fine. I should be able to run easily 5 or 6 hours with on a charge with that. So it won't matter that that there's no output from the bike itself. So without further ado, let's look at this. There's a new coil. I guess that's the actual CDI, because it's got looks like it's got a ground wire. Blue is probably a trigger wire. No, it's not. Blue is the coil output. I can tell because there's blue on the coil, so it plugs into it. And red is going to be, I don't know. I'm not sure because it's got these two tabs here. But anyway, I'll read the instructions. Now, the MT250 has being a trail bike, it has a pretty heavy flywheel, and this replaces that. So I bought an optional rotor weight which will restore some of the weight. And I mean, if I were actually going to use it for racing, I probably wouldn't want the weight, but of course I'm not going to. I'm going to use it for trail riding and riding on the street. So I want some flywheel weight. So this was something I had to buy extra, but it wasn't very much money. The kit itself was, though. It's fairly expensive, but I think the bike is worth it. So there is a bag of hardware, a ground wire, and, you know, mounting hardware. This is the rotor that replaces the original flywheel. Actually, this is the rotor and the stator. So there it is. Now I'm going to post a link to this. I bought this through Amazon, and I discovered that buying it through Amazon was about the same price as buying it from anywhere else. But the great thing about Amazon is there's that extra layer of protection. If I needed to return it, I can, by buying through Amazon, I can get an immediate refund if there's a problem. So I don't think there will be. This is really high quality stuff. It has a good reputation. It's German made, and so I think it'll be great. Took me a minute, but I just realized that this is a flywheel puller tool. It's not actually part of the setup, but it comes with it to help you pull the old flywheel and also pull the rotor on this, you know, if you need to work on it in the future. So that's the rotor, and that's the stator. So there it is. That's pretty much all there is to it. If you need one, check down in the video description for the Amazon link. And if you have some bike different from the MT250, that'll be fine too. Just change it to whatever you have, because they make these for all sorts of old dirt bikes. Thanks for watching.